I went in the room to clean the room, and I was overwhelmed when I opened the door at the most dreadful smell that I can't even describe. It was disgusting, absolutely, like a rotten, putrid smell. And I was really shocked because I kind of got used to the smell of my mum's perfumes and things, and she wasn't like an old lady with a problem or anything like that. She just, I was shocked. I went in the bedroom and opened the wardrobe doors. I sniffed everywhere and I could not find the source of the smell. And then, to be honest, I was quite mad. I thought my mum has come in here and made my brand new house stink, and it absolutely smelled dreadful. I got cleaning products in there. I washed the walls down. I cleaned the windows. Could not get rid of the smell. We opened the door, everything. Anyway, going back to night, Caitlin came. I thought, oh my god, she's going to go in this bedroom. Absolutely terrible. And I said to her, oh, don't go in there. She said, no, I want to go in there. Now this room smelt so bad that my stepson Joe and his friend, they used to hold their nose to go in there to get a towel. None of the kids would go in the bedroom. If they were here now, they would tell you, oh my god, yeah, the stinky smelling room. It was shocking. Nobody would go in there, and I became obsessed. I even thought about moving house. It was that bad. I hired a cleaner. I didn't have a cleaner before, but I hired a cleaner thinking, if I get a cleaner in, I can just get her to clean this room. It's only a small room. She came and spent an hour every week scrubbing the walls. We scrubbed the paint off the walls. Eventually we removed the carpet. Every day, every week for 6 months she went in that room and cleaned it. The smell, not only did the smell not go, the smell actually got stronger and stronger and stronger. It was horrific. We lit candles. We did these smoke things in there. We put incense in there. We had the window open. We then took the carpet out, replaced the carpet, scrubbed the floorboards down, lifted up the floorboards to see if my mum would put something under there. All the time I never told my mum about this because I didn't want to upset her. She'd have definitely taken offence that mum, you've left a big stink in my room. I even went to her new flat where my brother was, when she was out, and sniffed on my hands and knees all around my mum's new flat to try and find the source of the smell, and it didn't smell. I couldn't smell it. Anyway, went back into the bedroom. We scrubbed the paint off. We then repainted the bedroom. We took the radiator off. We threw away the blind. Every scrap, the furniture that was in there, I threw it all away. So the room was completely empty. New carpet, repainted. And the first day that we finished painting, I knew the smell hadn't gone, but I tried to kid myself with it. I thought, yeah, we'll put another coat on and soon it'll go. But it didn't. It stayed, and it was stronger than ever. And I was in despair. I actually thought, I was mad with my mum. I didn't really get on well with my mum, and I thought, she's ruined my blooming house. I let her come here for 2 weeks and she's stunk my place out. And I was really, really upset. And Andrew, my husband, was upset, and nobody would go in the room. It was shocking. Anyway, that night Caitlin came in and she insisted on going in this room, and I thought, oh no, she's going to walk out of here choking to death because it stank so much. She never commented on it, like most polite guests wouldn't. But anyway, she went in the room and she came straight back out and she said, there's a spirit in the room. Well, I nearly ran for it. I thought, I never equated the smell to spirit. Well, the hair on the back of my neck stood on end, and I thought, this is horrendous. Not only has my mum made my room smell, she's left blooming spirits in here or whatever. I didn't know how it got there. Came out of the room and she said to me, Caitlin said, will you come in with me? So I went in the room, and all I could think about was this spirit in my room, and it turned out there were 2 spirits in there, and I didn't want to go in, but she said stand there with me, and we opened the window and she did her stuff, said these talk to spirits, and I felt like a lift, like something had lifted me. And she looked at me and said, they've gone. And I knew they'd gone, whatever it was, I could feel it. And I came out of the room and I was a bit wobbly, and I said to my husband, 2 spirits in the room, and all the children were crowded outside the door, and you could hear them laughing while we were doing this. And then when the spirits went, I couldn't hear anything at all. It was like white noise for a few seconds. Came out and they were all giggling outside, saying there's a ghost in there, and Caitlin said there's a ghost, and there were lots of kids here, and they were all laughing. And my stepson and his friend were sat in the bedroom saying, oh, she hasn't gone in the stinky room, has she? Anyway, we came back out, and my husband said, crikey, you know what happened. He brought Caitlin asked for a candle. He brought the candle in. When he came out of the room, he looked at me and he said, the smell was gone. I couldn't believe it. Went back in the room, and we didn't tell Caitlin at this stage, I don't think, about the smell. I think we were a bit embarrassed about the smell in the first place, and also worried that it might come back. And I went in the room, and that night after she'd gone, we all piled in that room, the children, everyone, sniffing the room. I went in the wardrobe to see if I could smell, definitely gone. I still didn't say anything, and that week went by. I think that was on the weekend. The week went by, and on the Friday the cleaner came, and I went in every day. We went in every single day and sniffed, and we couldn't believe it had gone, just gone like that. And we thought it was hilarious that the healer had come and got rid of the smell. We never equated it really with what it was. And the cleaner came on Friday, and I'd forgotten about the smell. And she came, first job, all the cleaning materials off upstairs. She used to bring a new chemical every week, despite the fact that I only use eco products and things like that. I let her use anything in there. She could have put anything she liked in there to get rid of it. Anyway, she came in, industrial strength cleaners, and she came in the room, and I'd forgotten I was on the phone or busy, and she came in and she said, came running down the stairs, and she said, how did you get rid of it? And I thought, so I looked at her and she said, the smell, it's gone, the smell's gone, and she couldn't believe it. She spent 6 months cleaning this room, and from August to March. And so I just said to her, it was spirits. And I thought, how else can you say it? And she just looked at me and she said, oh my God, your mother was drinking in the bedroom. And so I said, no, not those kind of spirits, like ghost spirits. Well, she completely freaked out, but told her the whole story. And there was no, she knew as well as I did that the smell, well, you know, that's what it was. And Caitlin then explained that this is the way that these, I believe, and along with what Caitlin had told me, that my mum had carried this with her, and possibly it was my grandfather. And the only time, and the other problem with the smell was that I'd smelt it once before at my grandparents, at my mother's house, and I never used to go there because I had a terrible relationship with my father, who was my abuser. And I'd gone to my parents' house, and when my granddad died, I could smell that smell in the bedroom where my granddad had been. I'd always put it down to my mum using these dodgy potpourris or something. But of course she brought it to my house, and I now believe that it was my granddad. He was very close to my mum, and when he died, he stayed with her and came here. And he was somebody who did not believe at all in anything, religion, life after death or anything, and I still believe now that that's who it was in my bedroom. And I know there was another spirit, and I don't know where that one came from. It's obviously a mate of my granddad's, I don't know. But they went, the smell went, and it was so many people, friends, other people who knew about the smell, came to the house to smell that the smell had gone. And that's really, really it.